Alright guys, how's it going? Now my last video upload and this video upload and probably the rest while I'm here in this hotel are in a lower quality, as Rafa would say, for sure, to make this, what's that? Maybe a bit insecure then. To make the file size a little bit small. So it's taking forever to upload the videos. So I've lowered the quality, okay? So I hope it's alright. I mean, I don't think you really need to see my face. I mean, I know I've got a face for radio and podcast. I really will get my KopTalk podcast going again, guys. I need to really relaunch that and get into a routine with it. Anyway, I just feel bad because people love my podcast. I need to get on with that. So Xabi Alonso returns to Liverpool. Do you know what? When Alonso was a Liverpool player, I loved him. I did. But when he had that bust up with Rafa, right, when he had that bust up with Rafa, I took sides. I was on Rafa's side with that. And as a result of that, I think Alonso's a pig. No, listen, right, I've always really liked Alonso as a professional footballer. And as a person, professional footballer, not as a professional football. And it's been good to see him do well. You know, I would have loved him to come in as manager. When Jurgen announced his decision to leave the club, for sure. But you know what? I'm sick of this Alonso loving I'm seeing. I'm sick of it. I give a fuck. I hope he comes to Anfield, right? And I hope we absolutely fucking batter that side and he leaves never wanting to return in his life. Because he turned us down. I don't care what anyone says. I don't blame him for turning us down, to be honest, like, because the next club he manages will be an ambitious one. Have you noticed? Paul Joyce, even Bascom has got in on the saying that he was never offered a contract. Let me just go to my my notes, my screenshots. Lewis Steele at the Mail. A strong majority of the Liverpool fan base elected Xabi Alonso as the chosen one. It provided a nice smokescreen for the club to get Arne Slot. Do these people actually believe this shit that they're right? Right, so there's one journo, hack, if you like. We've then got Chris Bascom. Arne Slot was the only manager offered the Liverpool job after Klopp left. And the club was so put out by Gary Neville's claim that he was third choice behind Alonso and Ruben Amorim that they briefly contemplated demanding a public retraction. Well, they didn't demand it, did they? I feel that including Gary Neville in there is to get you on side. Do you know what I mean? Like Gary Neville, man, fucking scum. Do you know what I mean? Which is true. He is. But what I mean is, I would agree with that. That Slot was not first choice, that Alonso and Amorim initially were ahead of him. Absolutely. And the other thing I wanted to mention was about Joyce. Gareth Turner mentioned this to me yesterday as well. Joyce said, and Joyce is a journalist you should listen to, normally, you know, for Liverpool things or whatever, but don't forget he's exceptionally close to Edwards, allegedly, which also means Hughes. And they kind of, you know, they have a working relationship as well as a, you know, proper friendship, genuine relationship. And he said the reality is that Slot was the only coach to whom Richard Hughes, the director of football, offered the job, regardless of what Gary Neville may suggest he knew. And the thing is, it's possible that Arne Slot was the only coach who was offered the job, because you don't, I mean, what does that even mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, if he was the only person offered a contract, you don't offer a contract to someone that says, no, I won't be taking it. So it's a play of words, or it can be a play of words. Do you know what I mean? So I'm happy that we've got Arne Slot, right, the way things have worked out. But most people had never even heard of Arne Slot previously, but it's worked out all right so far, touch wood. So, but I'm not going to fall for this current narrative that Alonso was not considered. Don't be stupid, Arne Slot was there from the off. We know that Liverpool were doing things with Alonso and Amorim. Okay, however, right, that's it's history, but the hacks want to talk about these things at the moment. And yeah, you know, even if you were Liverpool Football Club and you've got Arne Slot, or you've given the job to somebody else that maybe wasn't your initial primary candidate or whatever, you want that person to feel that they were always number one, don't you? You're not going to go, yeah, we gave you the job. I mean, you were, you know, imagine that with a bird. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, I love you. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I did fancy your friend Trisha. I'd much rather have shagged her and been with her. But, you know what I mean? Like, she weren't interested. And it's the same thing, isn't it, guys? You know, with offering a contract. You only offer a contract, you know, to someone that says, yeah, I would take the job. Right? So, Trisha, for example, you know, you say to you, what do you mean? No, I never asked Trisha out once. That's because Trisha knows you're a fucking dog, and she's never going to lay a finger on you. You're getting nowhere near her. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm actually talking to a pillow on my bed. Look, I'm tired. All right. Anyway, there's part of me that says, Alonso, go fuck yourself. You didn't want the job. There's also a part of me that says, don't blame him. Do you know what I mean? Point is, Alonso, great player for Liverpool. He's left Liverpool now. I hope we fucking batter his side tonight. I hope he leaves Anfield in tears, never wanting to return. You know what I'm saying? If you're Arne Slot, right, what are you thinking ahead of that game? Don't tell me, if you were Arne Slot, that you won't be sat there thinking, I'll show tonight that I proved that I was the fucking right choice, mister. Do you know what I mean? It's like being out with your bird and Trisha being at the same party, you know what I mean? You'd be putting in a few, you know, extra bits. What is it that you do at the gym? Reps before Trisha, because Trisha's... Is anyone called Trisha today? Is that even a name these days? Any of you got a wife or a girlfriend called Trisha? Just as a matter of interest. Trisha's a name, you can turn off the video now if you haven't already. Trisha's a name, innit, that I always imagine anyone called Trisha does a turn me. Like Vivian, she'd be like, Vivian would be straight-laced, like, no, you're not doing it there sort of thing. But Trisha does a turn. Do you know what I mean? Isn't it funny how names can be associated to... I was just thinking of my girlfriend's name there. Fuck, I never thought of that. She's got some fucking questions to answer. Think about it, your girlfriend or your wife. I'm really sorry if you've got a daughter called Trisha. I'm sure it's just me having a giggle, all right? If you appreciate this video, please thumbs up this video. Trisha would let you. Please drop me a comment if you've got anything to say. And if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, hit the thanks button under the video, and I'll give you a shout out in tomorrow morning's morning briefing. All right? Fuck Alonso, I don't care. I hope he leaves Anfield in tears, never wanting to return ever again. Because I'm seeing fully grown men on social media putting pictures of Alonso out and love hearts. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to put a picture of him out and put a skull or a dagger or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I love Alonso, man. He's mint. I want him to be the next manager of Liverpool. But when it became clear that was not going to happen, then, you know, I wanted Amorim because I put money on him to be the next manager of Liverpool. But we got Slot, it's fine. But I'm not being disrespectful to Alonso. And she's got fully grown men like, oh, he used to play for us. Fuck off. But it's just the defensive side of me. Do you know, he's a club hero. I get that, man. Do you know what I mean? There's no doubt about it. You miss me point when I say these things sometimes. I'm not taking away what he achieved with the club. Yeah, for sure. I'm not. What I'm saying is, yeah, I hear Xabi, a nice one, yeah, but fuck him. You know, today, as far as I'm concerned, I hope everything goes fucking wrong for me. I hope it's fucking miserable as sin. And tomorrow I like him again. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. I didn't want to chat Trisha.